So let's talk about testing and improving here. And really, this is like landing pages where most people don't do it because they're too busy or too lazy. Testing is just like that. Most companies are too busy or too lazy or they don't know how to test. And this is what separates the great companies from the good companies. Think about the first time you tried to do anything, ride a bike or ask a girl out or walk, or any of these things in our life that are our firsts. The first time you did it, maybe even get married, the first time you did it, you probably weren't very good at it, okay? Same thing with landing pages and advertising, okay? This is not like people like me who wear glasses like this and do advertising. We're not members of some secret club. If we're doing it right, we're just testing a lot and finding out. He says that we are a member of a secret club. I'm not supposed to tell you that, but we'll have to delete that off the video. It's all about testing and tracking, and that's really where you're going to get good at this stuff. And it's really cool because one of the reasons I like it in working with clients is like you don't have to tell them their idea is bad or your idea is better or their wife's idea stinks or any of those things because the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell the truth. When people saw this ad, this percentage of them responded. There's no ego involved, and it's totally objective. So with the aforementioned email newsletters that we showed, you want to change your ads often, and there's two reasons why. The first is you want to make sure that people don't get bored looking at your stuff. You want to make it different every time so they're not being like, oh, I saw that and I didn't want that. Because maybe if you change your message or change your picture, the person who didn't look at your ad or didn't click on it, you might get them with a different message. So you want to make sure you're changing it up and you're tracking how your changes affect those key metrics. All right, we have two ads here for the same thing. Same headline, a little bit different text, but the big difference is the photo. How many of you in the room think the top one got more clicks? Raise your hand. How many of you think the bottom one got more clicks? Raise your hand. Okay, which one got more clicks? Top one. Who knows, right? Just test. I mean, you can guess all day long. And through testing, you'll find some kind of rules that generally you can guess this stuff, but sometimes you're surprised. Okay. This is a fourth ethical bribe we used for Kids Wealth, piggybankrecall.com, and it's called an ebook called 7 Keys to Raising Money Smart Kids. And this is again in the Working Moms email newsletter called Blue Suit Moms. And we have this ad with the girl about to break her piggy bank. And we have this ad with a different headline, Piggy Banks May Be Hazardous to Your Child's Wealth, with the piggy bank looking pretty scared up at the noose up there. How many of you think the first ad got the most clicks? How many of you think the second ad got the most clicks? Second ad with the noose got the most clicks. So, other things we can test. Well, here's some examples of going back here. This right here, the headline, that's like one of the biggest things to test is the headline, because that's, and in most email newsletters, that's actually bigger. And in your ads, I'd like that to be bigger. You just have to kind of work within the format of whatever email newsletter you're advertising in. Okay, the ones in bold, I'll tell you right now, are the winners. In both of these, you can see how the kind of negative ones actually get the most interest. And I don't know why this is. It's just a human psychology thing that if things are fine, you leave them alone. Or if things have a potential of being awful, you will pay attention to that. So people were way more attentive to, will your kids have money problems when they grow up, than how will the recession affect the financial future of your children. Likewise, do your kids know how much money you make as if it's a secret that you haven't told, versus do you tell your kids how much money you make? The first one, the bolded one, got more interest. Another thing that gets people to click is urgency. So on the first one, there's a due date. On the second one, it's like, it's free, it's out there. The first one says, get it by this day, so people do it. The second one, again, I don't know why. It seems like the negative stuff gets people to respond. We saw that in the pictures earlier. An inexpensive Christmas gift that can help your child sidestep future financial disaster. Oh, no. Or an inexpensive Christmas gift that can prepare your child for real-world financial success. the parents who saw this were way more motivated by avoiding disaster than preparing their kids for success. Who knew? You only know through testing. Okay, we talked about the secret society of marketing guys. I'm about to reveal a secret I have that if I end up dead, this is why. You will know if I end up dead, this is why. There is a book written over 100 years ago by a gentleman who revealed all the secrets of the Masons, and he did end up dead. Now, because it's so old, there is no copyright on it, and so I actually sell that information online. It's totally legal for me to repackage that, put my name on it, and sell it. Of course, I don't use my real name because I don't want to wind up dead like I just might for showing you this. So, these ads in Google, when people search for terms related to Masons, and we have different ads for Freemasonry and Knights Templar and all these different things related to Masons. The one on the top, you can see had a higher click-through rate than the one on the bottom. And this is totally automated. You don't have to do anything. You just throw 2 ads in the system, it rotates them, tells you which one is the winner. Love it. We can apply the same methodology of testing of our ads to our landing pages. And there's 2 ways that you can do this. You can do split testing or multivariate testing. Split testing is where you basically have an option A and an option B, and half the people see one and half the people see the other, and it tells you which one is the winner. Multivariate testing is where you're actually testing several objects on the page at once. You are testing a picture and a headline and a price all at once, maybe 3 or 4 options of each, and after enough people run through it, it will tell you headline number 1 with image number 1 with the most expensive price was the highest converting option. So when you're thinking of things to test, here are the biggies you want to try first. And I recommend headlines, images, and if you're on your landing page, you can't do this obviously in magazine ads and stuff, but on your landing page, what that submit button tags, when they put in their email address and they click, instead of saying submit, whatever that says on that button, that drastically changes how many people click on that button. Also the size of that button, the color of that button. Anything you can test, adding audio, adding video, font sizes, font colors, anything, and you'd be surprised. You think, well, if I add this, if I lower the price, will that get more people to buy? Sometimes it gets more people to buy, but you may make less money, but sometimes a lower price doesn't get people to buy. So here's an example of what you can do with Google Website Optimizer. Again, like analytics, this is totally free. It's there for you to use. Go do it. It will separate you from your competition. Here you can see my original, and I had 188 conversions. And here's my new one that I'm trying, and I had 239 conversions, which is an improvement of 27.9%. What if you could improve what you're doing with your marketing 27.9% a month? What would happen? At first, it'd be small, right? You might start off with the 2% conversion rate. You can see here, like this test was like a couple of years ago. My improved conversion rate is only 1%. But as you continue to improve and improve and improve, that can get higher and higher and higher. So here's the aforementioned slide that is going to get me killed just like this man. I tested 3 images. This image, this image, this image. How many say it's the one on the left? Raise your hand, is the winner. How many say the one in the middle is the winner? How many say the one on the right is the winner? Yeah, most people think the one on the left, right? And that's the one I thought too. Come to find out, the one on the right was the winner. And that was what boosted the number of people who bought that product 27.9%. My conversion rate went up. Do you guys see how powerful that is? Even if you don't sell anything online, just getting people to do what you want online, because that's what this is about, getting them to do what you want, which may not be buying something online. It just may be getting them to sign up for your ethical bribe, which will allow you to share your story. All of us have a story. You may not even realize it. Doc Locke here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you should know that it's an excerpt from a 77-minute presentation called How to Attract, Convert, and Retain Loyal Customers. To watch the entire video, as well as download the slides and notes pages, visit attractconvertretainCustomers.com.